Girl meets boy. Girl and boy fall in love. Boy cheats on girl. Girl and boy split. Girl meets new boy. Girl and new boy fall in love. New boy turns out to be an immature mama's boy. Girl and boy split. Girl meets next new boy. Girl and next new boy fall in love. Next new boy decides he likes drugs and alcohol better than girl. Girl and next new boy split. Girl gets herself a little dog. Now, if any of this sounds vaguely familiar to you, congratulations. You found the right video. Hi, I'm author and relationship coach E. Gray Lorimer. Wherever I go, the number one question I get from single women, and unfortunately from some women who are currently in love relationships, is where are the great guys hiding? So it's no stretch that my new book bears that same title. In addition to the book, I've also created a one-of-a-kind coaching technique that is like nothing you will find on the planet. I've also produced 2 one-day seminars, one that shares the same title, Where are the Great Guys Hiding, and a second one entitled True Love Connections. Lastly, I put together some educational videos that you can watch right here online, all to help you form true love relationships with the right guy in the right way. So come on with me on this journey, and we'll see if we can't answer the question, where are the great guys hiding? So what do great guys look for in a dating partner? Well, from the research that we had done and interviews that we conducted, we found some commonality among great guys. As a matter of fact, we found some universal things that they actually look for. But rather than talk about it, what I'd really like to do is go out and interview some great guys, see if we can't find some, and ask them directly. Alright, so here we are in Philadelphia. We're going to see if we can't find some great guys and get some opinions from them on what they want. And we're with Brock, and Brock has been accused of being a great guy by several people. So we're going to get his opinion on a few items. But before we do, I want to confirm that he is a great guy, so I'm going to ask him a couple questions. Brock, last question. Paris Hilton or Paris, France?
Definitely Paris, France. I'm a traveler, so Paris, France.
Brock, what do you look for in a dating partner?
Just somebody that I enjoy spending time with. It's something fun to do. That, you know, whatever you're doing in your daily routine, that, you know, they bring something to the day that makes you enjoy everything that you're doing.
All right, so we're here in downtown Philly, and we're talking with
Brian Johnson.
All right, and Brian, we want to know what great guys look for in dating partners, okay? Paris Hilton or Paris, France?
Paris, France.
So what do you look for in a dating partner?
Someone who can, someone who's as funny as me. Someone who can bullshit, keep it light. Levity is a huge thing for me.
This guy's got a comedic aspect to his life.
Love a chick that keeps it light, but also can get a little serious at times. She's hot, obviously, but keeps it light. You know, levity is a huge thing for me.
Okay. All right, so let's ask you, Axel, what do you look for in a dating partner? What are the most important things you look for?
As a performer and musician, I like something that inspires me. So I think, you know, and a good dating partner is somebody that jumps my bones, you know, gets my amp from 10 to 11. And I think you'll know when you find it.
All right, here with Pat. And we got some questions for him in terms of what his opinion is on what he looks for in a dating partner.
I think the number one thing that I would look for is somebody's personality, and somebody that can, you know, really that can handle a room, but that can still be, you know, they can be, that could be, you know, still let you take the lead if you need to too, but somebody that's personality is great, you know, they get along with everybody, and you know, everybody likes them.
Anything else?
Looks helps. Looks definitely helps.
Now, those answers on face value may seem very different, but if we distill them down to their baseline of reference, we see two patterns that emerge. Number one, sexy. Number two, fun. And the research corroborates that is the commonality that's always present when you ask a great guy what he looks for in a dating partner, what he wants. Sexy. No doubt about it. The strength at the base of the pillar of any love relationship is strong mutual physical attraction. Notwithstanding, there are many women and men who will enter a love relationship devoid of that physical attraction, fully expecting that it will develop at some point in the future. It won't, and we call this a love trap. There are many compelling reasons to execute a love trap. Sexual convenience, dating fatigue, cultural mandate, more commonly referred to as arranged marriage, and the most notorious, of course, is the gold-digging paradigm. Historically, gold-digging referred to a young woman who would marry some old geezer, a banker or doctor, for instance, for his money. Today, the landscape has changed dramatically. I had a casual friend who was an attorney who, when he told me about his new bride, he said that she wasn't good-looking, but she was a dentist with a thriving practice. I also had a business partner who described his wife-to-be as pulling down big bucks in healthcare administration. Gold digging is no longer one-sided. Sometimes I will coach women who recently came out of a marriage that was based upon a love trap. They'll often be skeptical about coaching. They'll point out that couples counseling did not work for them. I usually tell them not to blame the process or the counselor, and that even God can't rekindle a spark that never existed in the first place. In the Connection seminar, we discuss how to avoid love traps and what to do if you feel that you are in a current relationship that is based upon a love trap. Great guys are hard to trap. They want and need mutual infatuation, and for the most part, won't settle for anything less. So it is really no surprise that they seek sexy and fun in a potential dating partner. So what is sexy to a great guy? If we turn to popular women's magazines and talk shows, it would seem that the editors and producers are bipolar. In the January issue, you are told that men like a slender body like Twiggy from the 1960s. In the February edition, you are told that you need a big butt like Kim Kardashian. Next month, Sleazy is in. The following month, it's the all-American girl next door who is sexy. Although the advice may be all over the place, even contradictory, I believe it is spot on. But let's ask our great guys and see what is sexy to them. What, in your opinion, is sexy?
A Gibson Les Paul with 6 strings on it and a Marshall amp. I mean, if you want to start there. Are we talking about girls or are we talking about instruments? Sexy. Alright, well, I mean, I suppose your average answers would be your educated women, you know, long legs, beautiful makeup, but I disagree with that. I think something that's sexy is when you realize, you know, you went from never wanting kids to wanting them with that one person. And when you can realize that you're no longer a boy and you have different goals on being an adult, I think that's what's sexy, because now you have a future instead of a prize.
Yeah, I mean, but it comes in a lot of different ways. That, you know, it's not one particular thing. I think it's, you know, each person has their own way of coming across as sexy.
So Brock, what else do you look for?
I think as far as being sexy, what you're looking for, it's different in everybody, and each person has something that you can find sexy, but it's confidence is really good for me, and you know, different body types, you know, I find attractive in different ways.
What is sexy, in your opinion?
What is what?
Sexy.
Sexy to me is being confident, being having the balls to, like, if I make a joke back to me, and not laughing.
Okay.
That's sexy to me.
All right.
Having huge tits.
women really want to know in terms of what's on the mind of great guys, in terms of what is sexy.
I think the first thing I'm attracted to is the face and the eyes. Somebody who's got attractive eyes. But after the looks, I'd say somebody who can, carry themselves well, that exudes confidence, and just has great personality. And I'm a nice guy.
We can quickly determine that there is no consensus among great guys on what is sexy. The only common denominator is that they want sexy. Apparently, fat kids, skinny kids, kids who climb on rocks, every woman is sexy based upon the individual tastes of the great guy in question. The interviews we conducted in our research ad nauseum tells the same story. I guess the editors and producers are not bipolar after all. Now, this flies in the face of both research papers published by behavioral scientists and pop culture. The scientists have a short list of universally preferred physical features. Among them are facial symmetry in accordance with the golden ratio, body proportion, clear skin, and average features. Yeah! And they are not wrong. But these markers have far more to do with determining the level of health than the level of beauty. Pop culture has spent the last 70 years convincing us that a 6'2" runway model in high heels, walking a pair of Russian wolfhounds down Rodeo Boulevard in a bikini with a Louis Vuitton handbag strapped to her shoulder, is sexy. I'm here to tell you that it has little to do with anything other than her strut. Most of our great guys would prefer a down-to-earth Daisy Mae Yoakum with a little bounce in her step.
Hey, y'all!
To that high-maintenance supermodel. But if dropping $200 on a cut and color with Serge at the new hip salon makes you feel sexy, please do it. I believe that the sexiest thing in the world is a woman who feels sexy. At the end of the day, sexy and fun has far more to do with what you are projecting from the inside than your hairdo, clothes, and accessories. We have a companion that travels with us throughout our lives, is a friend to most men and an enemy to most women. I am talking about the mirror. In both seminars, we talk about mirrors, reflections, and the Greek demigod Narcissus. To the point, we discuss how to dramatically become better looking to great guys by changing what you see rather than how you look. We will be bold enough to quantify the powerful effect this has on great guys in the invisible to irresistible video. So please check that video out, and I look forward to hopefully being lucky enough to meet you at one of our seminars.